spies in disguise. This is the last film that Blue Sky made before they actually shut down. Technically, they were making one more movie at the time. That movie would have been enough to save them. I think money issues might have been the first thing that got to them. And every time I revisit this movie, it always brings back the memories of when the studio shut down. As far as it comes, the movie has a decent style, some decent directors, some decent characters. There's nothing too wrong about the story's plot. It just was more of a... Yeah, you don't get a lot of spy movies with animation. It really makes a big deal. It's really a big deal when you're making a movie like this. I mean, I really I'm happy this is all a movie about humans, except the part that the main protagonist is a pigeon. Because I really gotta tell you, not all animation is gonna have talking animals and stuff. I will tell you this. You are a dead man, or a dead woman, or a big dead person to say this was something for kids. Because, technically, there are no child characters in the reading walls. Well, at the beginning of the film, one of the characters is a kid. And then he grows up, he's a teenager, and that's where the story goes. I kind of like how the main protagonist is just a good old adult. Yeah. Because I definitely want to tell you people how much animation matters when it comes to age groups. Because you're making this something. So not your kid, your adult, your family, yourselves, or anybody who likes the industry. Because I'm telling you, this is more of a harsh adult-themed film. But there's a bit of a cartoony aesthetic to it. Also given the fact that anything like a family movie is more a little safer than the major lack of silence. Because yes, apparently technology, the limit of the software presents this sort of dangerous content. Like, come on, you gotta have blood somewhere. And the most of the middle act, this is the main character right now. Yes, our main character, Lance, played by Will Smith, is a pigeon. A pigeon. When I want to go talk about this movie, I want their people to be thinking about how much that studio was worth it to me, ever since when I remembered watching this movie. Because remembering this movie just remembers the closure of Blue Sky Studios. That's when I revisited it. All these gestures, all that hard work that went into the movie as a whole. It is so disrespectful how the studio ended up shutting down because it didn't do well. As what excuse? Fucking Cyrus and Bob Chapek. At least we meet our side protagonist in the movie. Yeah, Walter Beckett is a teenager. And I dig it that this definitely was my type of age when it came out. I did not depress. It did impress me. The animation was so impressive. Most of it, if you will. And everybody out there, if enough people care, need to know how much I would enjoy this movie. You do see a child in the movie who is Walter before the plot happens. Joy Jenkins. Really dig those variations of the character. You could have seen different variations of her in the movie that were just used for background purposes, but technology, budget reasons, everything. Yeah, you probably wish there were more authentic characters in the movie. Like, people just joke about how it's the children because it's not authentic enough to them. It's all because real actors are nowhere to be seen. But in an animation world, you want to realize that characters are just actors. So many of them that would exist in that reality. Yes, I even really think that in a reality like this could make so much better. And that would be and because I love animation so much, I feel like the creators are going to pass away making their universe as they are the god of another thing. Well, God himself made us. This is a good character though. Really like that round shape. Kimura. Our main antagonist. Yeah, Killian. Oh. However you want to pronounce it, it's called Killian. Technically, I don't think that's the guy's real name. I'm pretty sure he's got a real name somewhere. Is the creators were sealed to it. I have all the meaning to believe how I really dig the shape lineage and how much the design really puts up. The best part of this has got to be the character design, because that's the part about the movies that are real. Taking me mesmerized into a world where everything's just the same process as what somebody has built. I also hear that Rashida Jones, the one who played Marcy, this character, is going to be in a Disney movie. Yeah, you heard me right. And I also hear that there's a new Ice Age movie, despite 5 films already in existence. I think Blue Sky should have just waited till Shrek Size got announced. Then they would have made this movie then. I think they just really wasted their blast. They really wasted their potential when it came to making that movie in 10 years ago, by 2016. Now it's 2026, and everything's different. You should have waited till Shrek Size was announced, you idiots. I'm not mad at them. It's not their fault. It's really not their fault, okay? They just didn't know how to think. They just didn't know how to make new ideas because they thought they were too risky. I'm pretty sure they had some excuse. But no. I know for a fact that excuses are just another type of lie. And I seem to have a good impression on that. Technically, we come to a bird who was cut from the final film, and we only got those two, along with Lance and the female pigeon, Wuzzy. Yeah, that's the female pigeon's name. I have such a respect for animation, especially the ones that designed the characters in the first place. Sandboy. Ha! You could see a lot of good sins coming from such a great studio. Oh, and to top it all off, there are Yakuza in the movie. Yes, the Yakuza. These guys are some real life. Well, yeah, I think somebody saw what Yakuza looked like in their real time and decided what would they look like in an animated universe. They look quite different, but now This is the concept here, and this is what they do quick in the silent zone. Just a bunch of clones, and then these are the people that appear in the movie. Yeah, all these 3D renders of the human characters are exactly what appear in the final film, and not these ones. Lack of shape must take budget reasons. I feel like it's just people being lazy and just repeating the shape, which is... At least real characters need real silhouettes that goes into every species, shape or size. And human beings are just a sentient race of our kind. Do they not deserve to be other shapes as well? Then you boy wouldn't be considered human. As what excuse you can make? The drones? Technically, I heard about a trivia that one of those shaped the head of Sid. I technically digging the idea of how the drone would have nuked. Well, sadly we didn't get that in the film. I think it looked more like that. What appeared in the final film. All that there is probably how the drone ended up on screen. I would like the agency know. Pity most of these weapons didn't get the chance to shine in action. Walter's gadgets. Yeah, I really dig a day trip with a man. Like, if I were a kid, if I were Walter, I would have digged up a good journey with that man. I mean, Walter might have had a tough childhood. And I really was people to come and revisit this movie whenever Ice Age Point is out. That's the name of the new Ice Age movie. And I'm not sure as people really wanted that movie. I'm not sure as people really want that movie, because I know I want it, because I believe there are fans who really still love those movies to this day. I know it's a pity that we knew a studio so much that its passing has somewhat made us feel so empty. We are an empty shell without the studio we was. And the point is, we just have to get on and grow up. Because when the studio shut down, that was me time to move on and try to accept reality, which I'm kind of used to now. All these other sins were just fond memories of how I enjoyed since then. Watching this movie was probably just a sign on let go. There are so many ways to explore the world. Not our world, but another universe depicting the reference of our world. Like, there's another planet Earth in a different dimension that looks just exactly like our planet Earth. But then the characters look more exaggerated and more alien-like and more whatever, as you can say, the shape language in that way. Creativity is not something to be choked on. It is something to cherish for the meaning of a living. I mean, art and animation also are living. Some people wouldn't understand that. And I'm technically saying that animation is just another reality. Yes, I said it. Animation is just another reality where anything else is possible no matter how you look at it. And you look into the deep, wide universe and don't know what's even out there. Because there's probably another universe that contains a different dimension. I mean, there's probably a theory that I might have known. When something dies, it probably would reach the world and become something with the cosmos. And that way, it might become immortality that builds upon another universe. So all the artists in the world that has passed away, I will say that thee has gone to create the reality of a real life just like ours, exactly what we are living in. Now, technically, I wouldn't be talking about this right now when I'm filming a book. You can tell these were all sequences put into the final film. Because there would have been some sequences that would have been there but just taken out in early production. Because you can't decide, because they probably didn't decide what was the right choice of the scene, but they did good enough choosing the right scenes for this movie. Everything else was pretty more like rest of the show. All built into the very reality. Oh, I missed a page. No, sorry about that. So yeah, this is what a scene would have been if it had daytime hours. Technically it didn't. It was nighttime over there when the scene was being filmed. Can someone please tell me? Can someone please tell God how much I was animation? Do like Lance's car now. I think I might have had a sneak preview of what was in the film and what was going to be in the film, but sadly we didn't get enough screen time itself. It would be so cool to actually see what was actually real in that world. Everybody's creativity, the whole necessary of life. Yeah, you probably only wish everybody was just as real as the people in real life. That's how I would have thought of it so young. Those circles are also fit into how they will align in real life as well. No snow skis in the film. They were just left out. So sad. Also, dig these motion graphics. They're pretty cool. Style guide. Well, technically, this is how they were supposed to build the character. That is impressive. That would have taught me something, but I just don't know why I don't tune into them enough. Because every day I'm tuning into something different, and I shouldn't just be tuning into a different sense. I should be tuning into what I'm used to. That's why I do art. Everybody here, please show some respect. So those who like the movie. I dig it. I fucking dig it. You're making me look like a fool. And that's the book. Hope you enjoyed the book as promised. I will let you know when Ice Age 6 comes out, and I'll tell you how much I would enjoy this movie. I'll enjoy it just like a Blue Sky song. But I will still do Real and Ice Age. So take care. Peace.